Episode 7.
Welcome to Grounding, episode 7. We're here today at Mighty Good Coffee in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I got a cappuccino. Now, they asked me what size. I didn't know they came in multiple sizes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So cappuccino is espresso and milk?
Yeah, and it should be a real cappuccino. It should only be about 6 ounces.
Right. So that might be they're small.
Yeah.
So if it's larger than that, are they giving me another half espresso
No,
and milk?
they're just adding more milk.
Okay, so it's like
A latte. It ends up being a latte.
A latte is one espresso with more milk?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's exactly a cappuccino. It's more milk.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what their medium latte is. Same exact thing.
A small latte would be more like a cappuccino.
Yeah. Huh.
And I got a cold brew and a sparkling water because they don't have tonic. But I heard that's all the rage is the tonic and cold brew.
Oh, interesting.
So,
You know, Katie, my wife, has been drinking that in the morning, cold brew. And
you know,
not a fan.
it doesn't taste bad. It's not terrible.
Tastes watered down.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Because of the tonic. Well, what's cold brew? Is this cold coffee?
Cold brew is like if you think about it like tea. I think so. You put
seeped or something.
Exactly. So you let the coffee sit in, typically for like 24 hours, and then you have cold brew.
So it's never heated up, type of thing. Interesting. It's supposed to have a different taste.
I think it may have a slightly different taste. I don't know that much about it, but I've actually been thinking about it lately.
Yeah, I wonder what the difference between cold brew and like the iced coffee is.
Well, iced coffee is just like this, which is a shot of espresso. Well, no, it'd be a batch brew, so like regular drip coffee,
but with ice.
and then they just throw ice in it.
So it's like cold brew, except iced coffee is heated up and then cooled down, right?
Exactly. So like I think the concentration would be different.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one. I wanted to take cold brew and put it and heated it up if it tastes like hot coffee. Hot coffee.
Not that one, I don't think so.
No.
This must be their blend.
How is your...
It's a little bitter.
Too bitter, too watered down.
Slightly bitter. It's not bad.
What were the beans from Brazil? Is that what it said?
For their batch brew, for the drip coffee, the beans, I was going to go with the single origin Brazil, but that's different. I don't know what they used for the cold brew. Yeah.
Cappuccino's good.
Nice.
It's frothy. It's just like coffee with whipped cream.
Is it really? Let's see it.
It's not sweet like whipped cream.
No.
But like the
But it's
texture.
super foamy.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, it is foamy. So maybe a little bit too much foam. I would say that might be overstretched then.
Maybe they didn't add milk, they just added all foam to it out. Then they get a medium. That's good.
Yeah. Sitting outside in November.
Yeah. So you had an exciting coffee purchase recently, Bill?
Yeah, but before we get to that, you mentioned the single origin Brazil.
Yeah.
When I was talking to the wholesaler, the roaster, he mentioned that, in which you had mentioned last time, is that coffee prices are going through the roof.
Oh yeah.
He said he's planning his 2022 purchases right now, and the price of beans have doubled.
Now, is it a logistics thing or is it the weather thing?
Both. It's a combination of things, he said. He said it was logistics with shipping and all the chaos that's happening there right now. But he said there was also a frost that killed off like a third of the production. And he also said that Brazil is experiencing crazy inflation, which is hurting their market.
That's interesting because, yeah, I forgot what I read, but it was something like if the temperature like worldwide goes up like a degree or two, it takes like some crazy percentage of the coffee growing land out of the equation or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like if Brazil, if they have a bad coffee bean season, they can't really raise the prices for the other beans because people just buy them from another country, right?
Yeah, but they can only produce so much. And Brazil produces like a crazy percentage of the total coffee in the world. Yeah.
And coffee beans, or cocoa beans, those are different. Which one's cocaine from? Isn't cocaine from the same bean as like cocoa or coffee or something like that? I think it's cocoa.
I don't know. That might be it. I don't know. It's still beans, so maybe it is ground beans. It's no, maybe I was thinking maybe it doesn't pertain to this show, but
oh, it doesn't. Unless it was coffee beans. It
but
came
it's
from.
yeah, but it still can pertain to a different type of bean. So maybe we take a wild turn into the world of the
Next episode.
cocaine beans.
Pablo Escobar and coffee. All right, back on you. So
I don't know. I think
it.
I think it might be
I think it's cocoa beans.
yeah. I think it is part of the cocoa bean.
So what did you just buy, Bill?
I bought a 2-group head espresso machine for the Future Cafe.
How is that different than the one at your house? Like just a one head, and that makes a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, and I think like the storage capacity, the pressure, it's like
It's beefed up.
yes, it's a beefed up version of the one I have at the house.
Gotcha.
Same manufacturer, but
Okay.
yeah, yep.
That's exciting. Is there like a big range of ones to choose from?
Huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the one at the house is like paid a couple thousand for it. And
Who
then
makes it? Who's the?
Nuvo, it's an Italian manufacturer. Nuvo Simonelli.
Or Italian name made in China?
No, I think it's made in Italy. Yeah, I think they're pretty strict on their standards. Yeah.
That's cool. How long does that take to get?
With everything these days, I think it's shipping delays. So probably like I don't know, like 6 to 8 weeks. I would imagine for most things.
I think they ship that. That would come air, right? I would say something comes air or cargo, like a cargo ship.
I would imagine that comes on a cargo ship.
Yeah. I always think of things coming from like Asia to the West Coast, but I never think of them coming from like Europe to the East Coast.
Oh yeah,
On ships. I'm sure they do.
New York and New
But,
Jersey have huge ports, and that's what we were talking about too, is importing beans, and they come in container ships. And where do you store those at? You know, if you buy 30,000 pounds of beans in a container ship, and so there's storage facilities, climate-controlled storage facilities in New Jersey.
When do most beans come from the south? Do they still go all the way up to New Jersey? Does Florida have ports? You'd think so.
Yeah, Florida's got huge ports.
Yeah, that's where they go. Interesting. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'd be excited to see that come in. We'll have to showcase that. And get hungry.
Yeah. No, that'd be good.
So I got the bookstore yesterday after my appointment, and I was like, let me go grab a book about coffee. It might have some interesting information, stories, stuff, whatever. I couldn't find any. I went to like the cookbooks and food and beer, wine, spirits. I went to the lady and said, where are your coffee books? And she said, you know what? So I've been asked that a couple times lately. I was just talking to a coworker. You don't have any. And this is a big like Barnes and Nobles or Borders or whatever.
Yeah.
And that flabbergasted. They got a book about everything. And you think coffee would be perfect for one of those like coffee table books?
Yeah.
Coffee table. Maybe that's a missing thing. I mean, obviously there's coffee book. And she said that she could get someone to order if I wanted to order a certain one. But it just blew my mind that they didn't have not just one but multiple ones. Like, because
That is interesting.
it seems like home brewing is kind of like a niche thing that's
It's really popular these days.
And I went down, and I know you got like coffee magazines. I didn't see anything like that in the magazine. It is a big bookstore.
They don't have roast?
No picture book, not that I saw. I mean, I didn't go one for one, but I thought I'd be able to pick it out, which is like the food section.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that was interesting. So maybe if you're looking to write a book, there's an opening there.
The coffee table book.
Yeah. You remember Kramer's coffee table book in Seinfeld?
No, I remember.
The coffee table book that you could make a coffee table?
Yeah, make it to a coffee table.
The legs came out.
Yeah.
But, so, next time I'm at another bookstore, I'll check out.
How would you rate that? Based on what we've already tasted.
It was good. I give it 8.
An 8?
Out of 10, yes.
Wow, okay.
You try it?
No, I've tasted cappuccinos / lattes. All right.
What about yours?
I'd say this is like a 6.
Aren't espressos generally better though? Or not?
No.
Really?
They don't have to be.
I feel like the ones I've had are maybe just way better than the other stuff I'm drinking.
This is interesting. I think maybe I'd give this it's the first one, but I'd say it's like a 7.
What was
8.
the pistachio flavor thing in there?
Oh, they have pistachio flavored milk, or pistachio milk.
That they put into.
They would use that as part of their latte. So it's like a milk substitute. Never heard of it.
You can milk anything.
You can milk anything.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us today. Until next time.